Hi again, everyone. TJ All Time 45 now. Just as we signed off before, we got in some election day numbers. Now, according to the Galveston County Clerk's Office, what the Galveston County numbers, this is 50% of the polling locations that have come in yet. We don't have the mail in votes here so far. But let's start off because these are the only number. We don't have these from the state yet. Looking at, because this is a big part of that, but we still don't have the Chambers County numbers. So don't read much into this. State Representative District 23, Pat Gursky in Galveston County leading the way with 32% of the vote with 2,120 votes. And then right behind him is Terry Leo Wilson. She's at 1,593 votes. And then you have behind that is Gina Smith at 1,516 votes. And then Dr. Abel Longoria at 1,206 votes. So that's the Republican primary for House District 23. That one we expect to go to runoff, by the way. And then the winner of that runoff will face Keith Henry in the November election. Greg Bonner unopposed in that. Or I'm going to scroll through here real fast so we get down into our local races here for our races along in the county treasurer and others here. This one I forgot to mention this up. Jeff Jones leading the way in the the Republican primary. Don't get that wrong. He's dominating here. So Jeff Jones, we'll go ahead and call that for him on his way to the Republican nomination for District Judge 122. John Ellisor is deciding to not run for re-election, retiring. So Jeff Jones leading the way there, and we'll go ahead and declare him the winner at 12,088 votes to Tim Clark's 6,271 votes there in that race. So that's 122nd District Court there. Jeff Jones dominating in that race in Galveston County. Jack Rhodey unopposed. He'll win. Here's one just to kind of point out for November. William King, the third Dickinson City Councilman, longtime Dickinson City Councilman, term limited there, won't be running for re-election, but he's running for county judge. He'll go on to face Mark Henry in November. Mark Henry also unopposed in the GOP primary. That one, Henry is still the heavy favorite in that one there. But again, Mark Henry is also in that race and winning easily there. County Court number 2, we declared this earlier. Carrie Foley, she's upped her lead now. She's got 84% of the vote, 15,816 votes. The top lead is 2891. We already called that one earlier tonight. Jack Ewing unopposed, Kim Sullivan unopposed as well in their other race. John Kennard unopposed in the district clerk race. Dwight Sullivan, who we've been talking through tonight on the elections, unopposed in his race for county clerk. All right, so county treasurer, Republican Party nomination. The winner of this goes on to win. And right now, Hank Doogie is spread his lead a little bit here. 10,365 votes there. He's at 53% of the vote. He maintains that percentage. He wins without a runoff. Incumbent Kevin Walsh in second place, 4,969 votes. That'll be key. Can Walsh get enough votes today from election day or the mail-in ballots to make up that percentage where he gets into a runoff because he's trailing a mighty amount there right now. Again, Hank Doogie has been running on the campaign of eliminating the treasurer's office. Kevin Walsh says, "Hey, don't do it. It needs to be the independent voice of the county." And Doogie, though, says, well, and again, he admits it. He can't do it on his own. He needs the legislature to actually pass legislation on it, but he thinks he could convince him to do so. Joe Juicy, by the way, I should just point out he was unopposed in the primary here. But Juicy had said when he was reelected 4 years ago, said he would not run again. But he said he had enough people to ask him to run again. So he did. So that in there, and he was unopposed in that race. And there is no Democrat, so he'll move on to re-election there. County Commissioner Precinct 4, as we said, Ken Clark dominating this race here over Dr. Matt Robinson. Clark with 67% of the vote. So Commissioner Clark, and just based on the quick returns here that's coming in, he's on his way to victory there as well. Greg Reichard will be reelected, obviously, is precinct number 1, JP. Speaking of JPs, still a close race here, but Blake Apfel has now pulled ahead of Mike Nelson in the GOP nomination. Again, there's no Democrat here, so this will be the winner. But Blake Apfel has pulled ahead slightly. He's now got 3,223 votes to Mike Nelson's 3,191 votes. Mike Nelson is the incumbent, twice incumbent. Before he was a Democrat, lost to Jim Schweitzer, and then came back, ran as a Republican, and won the election. But now Nelson, who's been a long time justice of the peace in that precinct, is now trailing Blake Apfel. But percentage-wise, it is close. And you're only talking about a couple hundred votes here max separating those two. So that will go. Now, here is an interesting race. Unopposed, Larry Davis is Justice of the Peace, Precinct number 3, Republican Party. In the past, this would not matter. But with the redistricting lines drawn, depending on how the court holds out, Davis will have a very good shot at winning to be the next county commissioner, making for the first time ever, if that happens, if he beats out Stephen Holmes, to be in the first time it would be an all-Republican Galveston County Commissioner's Court. Has not happened before. It's come close, but not happened. But we'll see what happens on that one. We'll be talking about that redistricting fight in the way. And then also, I'm sorry, Justice of the Peace rate. Now, and this one, and then comes into this one is Billy Williams in that too. So I'm sorry, this not county commissioner. That's totally on me. Sorry, folks. Justice of the Peace Precinct 3. The redrawn lines here is going to make this interesting here between Billy Williams, who's the incumbent there and the Democrat. So you see he's going to win, but Larry Davis is the Republican. So we'll see how that district holds up there. So again, my apologies for screwing that up. I just got ahead of myself. Again, we called this already. Pat McGinnis will be reelected as county chair of the Republican Party, just dominating over Norman Papoose, 72% of the vote there. And I don't want to skip out to Teresa Gibson, who is the Democratic Party chair, who is winning election here tonight easily. Obviously, she was unopposed along the way there. So, Teresa, congratulations on that one as well. She had unopposed along the way. So, again, sorry I had to screw up here. Again, this is Justice of the Peace, Precinct number 3. The redrawn lines affect that as well. And so that's going to be an interesting one to take a look at along the line as well. So we'll have some more updated numbers. We're going to take a look at Harris County along the way as well. And hopefully we have some updated state numbers to give you on the state rep race out of District 23, as well as the state Senate race as well. Thank you very much.